Hey, I'm Walt, and I'm here with another day of free daily sports bets. All right. We started the weekend early yesterday, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can keep it rolling. Before we get into it, though, if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you already are, just give it a thumbs up. All right, so let's get into it. Today we have 3 NBA bets, and we're going to go ahead and tackle the first game of the slate of the 3. And that's going to be the Hawks versus the Knicks. All right, they'll be playing in Atlanta for game 3 and 4. So our first bet is going to be Trey Young over 26.5 points. In game 1 and game 2, Trey went over his prop point total with 32 and 30 points respectively in New York. In this playoff series against the Knicks, Trey is averaging 31 points and 51.2 from the field. On the season, Young played 1 game at home against the Knicks and scored 31 points with a 40.9 field goal percentage. Just looking at the way Young has been playing his playoff debut, I expect him going back to LA, accomplishing their goal of taking at least 1 game from New York in New York. I think he has a big game again tonight in Atlanta. So I'm locking in Trey Young over 26.5 points. Now, the second prop bet in this game, but for the Knicks, we're going to look at Derrick Rose over 18.5 points. In the 2 games versus the Hawks, Rose is averaging 38.2 minutes, which I would not be surprised went up to 40, as Tibbs will want to play the guys he trusts more minutes than, especially now that they're on the road. You know, he can easily get 40-some plus minutes. Rose was with them back in Chicago when Rose had his MVP season. Rose has been playing good. You know, he's averaging 21 points and 45.9 from the field in the playoffs against the Knicks. And with Randall and Barrett not really having very good showings so far in this playoffs, I expect to see, Rose have another 20-plus game night. And also, just on the season, when he played against the Hawks, Rose only played 27.5 minutes, but he scored 14 points and had a 50% from the field goal average. So, with him having more minutes in this playoffs, which I expect he will have more of, because a lot of those guys, role players that played good at home, their game is not going to travel. Even though Rose is technically a role player, he's a MVP role player. So he's going to have to step up and show out. So I like him locked in at over 18.5 points as well. All right. Now, our last bet of the day is going to come from the Dallas Mavericks and LA Clippers game. And we're going to go with Luka Doncic over 47.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. Game 1 and game 2, Doncic had 53 and 52 on the road. Heading back to Dallas, convincingly taking both games from the Clippers, I expect Doncic to have another big game, especially considering that the Clippers will be fighting to survive. If they lose this series, this is going to be a complete bust for the Clippers. I expect to see major shakeups on that roster, on that coaching staff, if they get knocked out in this first round. So, to me, for them, for the Mavericks to win this game, or just to hold off the Clippers' onslaught, I'm pretty sure Doncic is going to have to play a very big game. And he's been doing it so far this year, this playoffs against the Clippers, so I expect he'll continue it. So that does it for my picks for today, and I will see y'all tomorrow. But most importantly, happy betting, good luck, and never bet more than you can afford to lose.